A lot of people ask me how much money they need to spend to get into carving, or I can't carve because I can't afford it. I want to show you you can afford it and you can get in carving and you don't have to spend hundreds of dollars to do it. Hey, this is Nate Ellerton, Nate Wood Sculpting. Welcome to my shop. I'm in Michigan. It's snowing again today. Shocker, but it's nice and warm out here in the shop. I wanted to teach you, what do you actually need to start carving wood? Like, a lot of people ask me, well, what do I need? Because I got a lot of tools. I got like 15 years investing in tools. So I've accumulated some tools. Some of them I use, some of them I rarely use. But when I was starting out, I bought a lot of tools I really didn't use. I really didn't need. And so I'm going to teach you what you really need to just start carving and maybe whittling some things. And so first thing you just need is a knife. And there are a lot of knives out there. Some of them are real expensive. Some of them are worth the money. Some of them aren't. But you can't just go on Amazon and just buy whatever knife is the cheapest, because that's not smart. And so you need some extra knives. You need a knife. I have the first knife I ever bought in 2007. It's a flex cut. You can see I've done a lot of stropping over the years. It holds a beautiful edge. Great knife. You can get this for 20 bucks. Best money you can use it. Shaft also has some new knives out. Really good stuff. I've got some knives from Woodpecker Carving off of Etsy that are great. These are 70 with the sheath. They're fine knives. There's also Helvey knives, which are hard to get, very expensive. Dunkel knives you can get. A lot of knives out there. This is a Davis, which I use quite a bit, and this knife I think was around $35, and I really like this knife. I use it a lot. So, but you don't need 5 knives. You don't need 6 knives. You need one knife. One knife. That's it. What else do you need to carve wood? Well, you need a glove. And there are carving gloves out there. This Kevlar gloves are the best. And you just put it in your holding hand. So in case you make a mistake and you slip, you don't hurt yourself. It's important. It's also really important to have a thumb guard on your thumb. I'll grab one of those. Those are easy. And so when you're carving that, so you need a knife, you need a glove, you need a thumb guard, and you need a simple piece of wood. That's it. You need a piece of basswood. And you can always take a bandsaw and cut a rough out, cut off the excess wood. Like, this is going to be a little owl, so it's been, cut with a bandsaw. It's just going to be like a relief owl, deep relief. Or this one has been very cut with a bandsaw. I got this off of Chris Whittling. And it's been very cut out with a bandsaw, so I can start carving a Santa in that next year and get to it this year. You have YouTube. You're obviously watching it, so you just go to one of the million wood carving videos, and I'll do one later on whittling and how to whittle a boot or a dog, or all my finished stuff I've given away. A little turtle. This is a good dog thing. The boot is the first one we start out with, and you're learning just the basic cuts and things like that. So a knife, glove, a thumb guard, some wood, and then you're going to need to keep your knife sharp. So you're going to need to strop it. You strop it on just a piece of leather, and you can get these online. I use a little of the Zam Green compound, and you're just going to sharpen it. A lot of people want to put it on a stone or file. It comes sharp. You don't need to do that unless you damage the knife or you nick it. Leather is fine. Just back and forth. And there's lots of videos out there on how to sharpen a knife. So, got to keep your knife sharp. If you don't keep your knife sharp, you'll hurt yourself, because you're really going to be straining. So, man, that's really all you need. Another thing you might need is a pencil. Right now you got maybe a 20, 40, 50. These you can take free somewhere. You got like 50, 60 bucks into this so far. You don't have to spend thousands to get into the game. These are the things you just actually need. And that's it. And I would also just recommend, not optional, you can always tear your t-shirt off and use it, but some Band-Aids. Keep them around. Keep a first aid kit around in your sharpening. Hope you won't need it, and hope you won't need stitches. Keep your knife sharp. You probably won't. And so some other things you can branch to is a nice little V-tool, which kind of gives you a nice little cut of the V-tool. V-tools are great to use. Oh, there's another knife I really like, this Drake. Again, I got a lot of knives. I've been doing this a long time. You don't need all those knives. You need one knife to do that. You can also get some other little palm tools. These are called palms. This is a 7 sweep. That's the sweep is like this, and it gets looks like about a 5, 6, 7 millimeter, and that's how wide it is. But this is all you need, and you can start whittling. You can start carving. You can get in the game really quick. This is all you actually need. You don't need to spend thousands. You don't need all the chisels I have unless you really start getting into some other carving, but you got to start whittling, learning the knife, learning the wood, learning the grain, and just having fun. Wood carving to me is a gift of my life. I've enjoyed it. Turned my garage here into my shop, and I've loved it ever since. And so keep carving. Reach out to me if you have any questions. You can put them right down in the chat, and I'll get them to you. But less than $100, you can start carving with just what you actually need. And so let me know if you have any questions. Keep carving.